Hello and welcome, yogis. We're about ready to do some yoga, so get your stuff, unroll your mat. I'll see you right back here and we'll get started. Today's practice begins in child's pose. Bring the toes together, relax the arms forward, maybe turn the palms face up if you like. Let yourself settle into your space. Relax the breath, deepening the breath each time you inhale, each time you exhale. Letting go of everything else and just let your focus be on what's happening on the mat. Breathe. Reach the arms back behind you, interlace all 10 fingers, stretch the arms overhead, keep the forehead on the mat. Let's give it another deep breath in. And release the hands, arms back down toward the mat. Arms forward. Lift the forehead just a little. Slide the right arm under the left as you thread the needle in child's pose. Look toward the left. Releasing out, go back through center, then go the other way. Slide the left arm through the right, threading the needle. Look toward the right. Keep the right arm reaching forward. Come onto your hands and knees. Tucking your toes to begin with, arching the spine, cow pose, little back bend. Round it into cat pose as you exhale. Inhaling, arching, lift the tailbone. Downward facing dog, hips up and back. And in our first down dog, feel free to walk out the feet a little bit as you stretch the legs out, waking everything up. Taking an inhale, lifting the heels high. With your exhale, sink the heels down. Bring it forward to plank pose, lining up the shoulders over the wrists. Put a bend in the knees and bring your belly all the way back to the thighs, shifting back. Down dog, hips high, heels down. Come onto your hands and knees. Cow pose, arching, open the heart forward. Cat pose, round it down. Inhale to your cow pose, tuck the toes, eyes up. Exhale to downward facing dog, hips up and back. Inhale, lift the heels up. Exhale, sink the heels down. Come forward again to your plank pose, keep it nice and strong. Bending the knees, shift the belly all the way back to the knees. Down dog, hips up, heels down. Knees on the mat, hands and knees arching, cow pose. Cat pose, round it down, tuck the tailbone. Inhaling, arching, tucking your toes, eyes up. Exhaling to downward facing dog. Inhaling, lift the heels high. Exhaling, sink the heels back down. Come forward again to your plank pose. Bend the knees, shift the belly to the thighs. Down dog, hips high, heels down. Hands and knees. Arching the spine, inhale, cow pose. Rounding down into cat pose. Inhaling, arching, tucking the toes, Downward facing dog, hips up and back. And this time from your downward facing dog, little bend in the knees, look forward. Walk the feet to the front of the mat. Fold over the legs, come into ragdoll with your hands holding opposite elbows. Soften the knees, option to sway a little side to side, nod the head a little. Switch the hands. Then relax the arms all the way down toward the floor. Roll up slow to stand, pressing through the legs as you uncurl, lifting all the way up. Standing tall, soften the shoulders, Tadasana. Inhale, sweep the arms around. Reach, Urdhva Hastasana, lengthen. Dive over the legs, then interlace fingers behind the back and stretch the arms overhead, head down. Relax hands, fingertips toward the mat, head up. Step both feet back to plank pose. We'll start with a little Vashisthasana side plank, face the right side of the room. Reach the right arm high, inhale. Come back to center plank as you exhale. Breathing in, Chaturanga, breathe out. Upward facing dog on the inhale. Take it to downward facing as you exhale, maybe child's pose if you prefer. 3 deep breaths. From your downward facing, lift up the right leg, bend the knee, open the hip, head down. Step to low lunge with your foot through the hands. Step all the way forward to the front and fold over the legs. Inhale, sweep the arms around, Urdhva Hastasana, lift. Exhaling, dive over the legs. Interlace fingers behind the back. Stretch the arms overhead, head down, soften the knees. Lower hands, fingertips to the mat, head up. Step both feet to plank pose. Vashisthasana, side plank. Face the left side, left hip on top. Try to do the same variation from the first side. Lower the left hand, come back to center, breathe in. Chaturanga, lower halfway, breathing out. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale to downward facing or child's pose. 3 more full breaths. From your downward facing dog, inhale, lift the left leg, bend the knee, open the hip, head down. Exhale, level the hips, low lunge, step through. Step all the way forward to the front and fold over the legs. Step the feet together, toes, heels touch, Utkatasana, chair pose, sit deep, arms high. Palms to prayer at the heart. Take your twist and go to the right side, hook the left elbow outside the right leg, chest up, come back to center, then dive over the legs. Step the left leg back, low lunge. Look forward, take it to high lunge, sweep the arms over and up. As the arms lift up, the shoulders relax down. Low lunge twist, keep the right arm lifting, lower your left hand to the floor inside the right foot. Look to the right, maybe look up at your right fingertips. Lower the right hand, low lunge. Slowly straighten the front leg. Parsvottanasana, option to put blocks under the hands if you choose. Rounding down. Soften the head down, relax the shoulders. Rebend the right knee, low lunge. Warrior 2, spin the back heel flat, sweep the arms out and around, look over the right hand. Reverse warrior, right arm reach it over. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana, reach the right arm out, use a block if you like. Lift the left leg, lift the left arm all the way high. Checking in with your foundation first, keep the standing leg strong. When you're stable and ready to do so, look left, maybe look up at your fingertips. Side lunge, Skandasana. Lower the left foot back to the mat, lower the hands to the inside of your front foot. As you shift your weight to the left leg, bend deep through the knee as you stretch the right leg. Travel to low lunge at the front, come up, pivot, walk the hands around, downward facing dog, step back. Option to hold in your down dog, option to flow through plank, chaturanga, upward facing, downward facing. Lifting up the right leg, bend the knee, open the hip, head down. Level out the hips, low lunge, big step through the hands. Step all the way forward to the front and fold over the legs. Bring the feet back together again, toes, heels touch, switching sides, Utkatasana, chair pose, bend the knees. Twist left, hook the right elbow outside the left leg. Shift your gaze left, maybe look over the shoulder. Take it back to center, dive over the legs, head down. Send the right leg back, low lunge. Look forward for balance, setting up high lunge, press through, reach the arms over and up, reach high. Low lunge twist, it's the right hand lowering to the floor inside the left foot. Keep the left arm reaching high. Look left, maybe look up. Lower the left hand, low lunge, Parsvottanasana. Slowly straighten the left leg and round over the left shin. Option to use blocks. Return to low lunge, warrior two, back heel spins flat, windmill the arms out and around, look over the left hand. Reverse warrior, left arm sweep it over. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Reach the left arm all the way out, put a block in the hand if you like. Float the right leg up, reach the right arm high, lift up and away from the mat. Keep the standing leg solid. When you're stable to do so, look right, maybe look up at your fingertips. One more breath. Taking it to side lunge Skandasana, lower the right hand and step the right foot back, hands inside the left foot. Shift your weight to the right leg, bend deep through the right knee, stretch the left leg as you shift back. We'll take it again to low lunge at the front, come up, pivot, downward facing dog, press back. Option to hold or flow through plank, chaturanga, upward facing, meeting in downward facing. Lifting up the left leg, bend the knee, open the hip, head down. Level the hips, low lunge, big step through the hands. Step all the way forward to the front and fold over the legs. Changing it up a little bit on the second side, feet together, Utkatasana chair. Bring palms to prayer at the heart. We'll twist again to the right, hook the left elbow outside the right leg. You can keep looking to the right or shift your gaze toward the toes for a little more stability if you prefer. Step into low lunge twist. Your left foot steps all the way back behind you while you hold the twist. Look to the right again if you're not already. Center it out to high lunge. Lift the arms overhead, reach high. Low lunge twist, keep the right arm reaching up, lower the left hand on the mat. Lower the right hand down, Parsvottanasana, straighten the front leg again as you round. Breathe. Rebend the right knee, warrior two, back foot spins flat, windmill the arms out and around. Reverse warrior, right arm, sweep it over. Straightening the right leg, reach high as you lengthen. Trikonasana, triangle pose, turn the arms, lower the right hand, lift the left arm high. Look left, maybe look up at your fingertips. Option in your triangle if you want a half bind, wrap the left arm around the lower back. Keep the spine lengthening, peek over the left shoulder. You can hold the half bind or reach the left arm up again, coming into side angle pose. Put a deep bend in the right knee. Look down at your right foot, lower the hands to the inside of the foot. Skandasana, side lunge. Go left, stretch the right leg. We'll take it to low lunge at the front again. Keep both hands inside the right foot for lizard. Keep the back knee lifted and you can hold it here. You can put blocks under the hands. You can lower forearms if you choose, or lower the torso, slide the right arm under the right leg, left arm out to the side like airplane wings. There's a bind here if you want to take it, wrapping the arms around the lower back. We'll meet with both hands inside the right foot, then take it to down dog split. Lift the right leg all the way up. Bend at the right knee, open the hip, head down. You can hold in your down dog split or take the flip. Flip the dog, Ardha Chakrasana. The right foot steps back behind you. Open the right arm up to the sky. Lift up, open the heart. Releasing back to down dog split. Right leg lifted up. Step to low lunge, bring your foot through the hands. Step all the way forward and fold. Feet together, Utkatasana, switching sides, palms to prayer. We'll take our twist to the left, hook the right elbow outside the left leg. You can keep looking left or shift your gaze toward the toes for stability. Low lunge twist. The right foot steps back behind you, holding the twist. Keep looking left or shift your gaze left again. Come back to center, high lunge, lift the arms overhead, reach high. We'll again come into low lunge twist. The left hand stays lifting. Lower your right hand all the way to the floor inside the left foot. Low lunge, lower the left hand, Parsvottanasana, straighten the left leg and round forehead to shin. Rebend the left knee, warrior two, right heel spins flat, windmill the arms out and around, look over the left hand. Reverse warrior, left arm over, straighten the left leg, triangle pose, Trikonasana, turn the arms, actively reaching in both directions. If you did it on the first side, go for it here. Wrap the right arm around the lower back in a little half bind, chest up, keep the legs strong. You can hold the bind or release the right arm back up to the sky as you bend the left knee, coming into side angle pose, Parsvottanasana. Option to full bind if it's in your practice. Then look down, lower the hands to the inside of the left foot, side lunge, Skandasana, go to the right, back of the mat, stretch the left leg. Low lunge to the front, come up and pivot, walk the hands around to the inside of your left foot for lizard. Keep the back knee lifted. Try to do the same variation from the first side. If you'd like to put blocks under the hands or under the forearms, feel free. And if you did the airplane wings on the first side, slide the left arm under the left side, right arm out, and maybe bind if you tried it the first time. Keep the chest lifted. Lengthen, strong legs. Release your hands to the mat. Taking it to down dog split, left leg lifted all the way up and back. Bend the knee, open the hip, head down. Hold it here or flip the dog, Ardha Chakrasana, half wheel, step the left foot back and pivot, open the whole front side of the body, reach the left arm over, bring it back to down dog split. We'll meet there with the left leg high. Step to low lunge, bring your foot through the hands. Step all the way forward to the front and fold over the legs. Stepping the feet hip-width distance apart. Padangusthasana, grab the insides of the big toes in Yogi Toe Lock, head up, chest up. On the exhale, fold, elbows out to the sides. Deep breaths, keep the sit bones lifting up. Inhaling, lift the head up, chest up. Exhale, release the toes. Step it back to plank pose. Come onto hands and knees. Let's take a little breather in child's pose. Separate the knees, toes together. Reaching the arms out front, turn the palms up. Come onto hands and knees. Then bring the hips forward, lay all the way onto the belly, Sphinx pose. Slide the hands forward, forearms on the mat. Hug the elbows in a little bit. Your elbows should be right under your shoulders. You can hold it center or take the quad stretch. Reach the right hand back to the right foot. Draw the heel to the hip. Then letting go. If you tried the first side, do the second. Left hand to left foot, draw the heel to the hip. Let's meet in Sphinx pose again. Slide the hands back, lower onto the belly, Shalavasana locust pose, interlace fingers behind the back. Straighten the arms, keep the feet apart, lift all the way up off the mat. Let the arms peel the chest up off the mat. Reach back, lift the legs, toes back. One more inhale. Exhale, lower down, release the grip. We'll do one more back bend. You can do a second locust pose if you like, interlacing fingers, lifting up, or Dhanurasana bow pose, bending the knees. Reach back and grabbing your feet close to the ankles. Lift up, come up, open the heart forward. Breathe. Focus. One more inhale. Then exhale, lower down. Take it back to child's pose. Come back up to hands and knees, take a seat, sweep the legs around front, Paschimottanasana. Straight legs, flex the feet, toes pointing up, arms high. Reach forward, reach for the feet. You can grab toes, heels, use a strap or belt if you need to help get you there. Soften the shoulders. Soften the shoulders back as you lengthen. Breathe. Slide the hands in, return upright. Bend up at the knees and roll down slow, slow, slow onto the back. Take your time. When you get there, reverse figure 4, take your right ankle above the left knee, hug the left leg in, melt the shoulders back and breathe. As you release, hug the right knee in toward the chest, stretch the left leg out on the mat, taking a nice reclining twist. Twist to your left side. Drop the right arm out behind you, look to the right if you can. Breathe. Come back to center, release, bend the knees, feet on the mat, reverse figure four, left ankle above the right knee, hug the right leg in, shoulders back and breathe. When you're ready to release out, you'll hug the left knee in toward the chest, stretching the right leg out, setting up your twist, go to the right side. Your left arm extends out to the left side. Shift your gaze over the shoulder if you can and hold. Releasing back to center. You can settle into the restorative pose of your choice or use this opportunity to go upside down in shoulder stand, Sarvangasana. Lift the legs up, keep the head stable, only looking up at your feet. Breathe, stay focused. Option to plow pose, Halasana, legs overhead if you choose. You'll release out as mindfully as you went in, taking a counter stretch, fish pose, Matsyasana, straight legs, chest up, head back, or if you're like me, maybe use a block. Put the block or rolled up blanket in between the shoulder blades, roll back, lay back, chest up, head back. Just soften into the stretch. Breathe. And hold for a few more deep breaths. Releasing out, if you're resting on a prop like I am, just roll to the side, remove the prop. Let's all meet up on the back, hug the knees in, taking any final stretch or shape or anything you'd like to do before Shavasana. Otherwise, set yourself up for a well-earned Shavasana, extending the legs out. Separate the feet, sink back, turn the palms up, close your eyes. Uncreasing the brow and unclenching the jaw. Enjoy a few moments of stillness for the body to restore and recover so you feel better leaving than when you first arrived today. Feel free to stay if you have the time to do so. I will otherwise leave you here today. Thank you again for sharing your practice with me. Until we meet again next time on the mat, namaste.